When a mosquito bites, we just swat it away. Sometimes we even squash it. But what if I told you that a mosquito bite could lead to something that changes your life forever? A condition that makes your legs swell up so much you can barely move. It's called elephantiasis, and it's way more common than you think. Which is why today on Science Unlocked 2.0, I want to understand how a small parasite causes such a massive problem. Elephantiasis is a disease caused by tiny parasitic worms. Now, these worms are passed to people through mosquito bites. Once these worms are in, they clog the lymph system. That's like your body's natural drainage system. The result of that clog is massive swelling, usually in the leg or genitals. It's painful, it's disabling, and worst of all, there's no cure once it progresses. According to the studies of the Cleveland Clinic, globally, over 120 million people are affected. That's 1.5% of the world's population. In Ghana alone, millions are at risk, especially in rural communities. And it's not just a medical issue. It affects people's ability to work, go to school, or even walk without pain or without being stared at. Millions at risk, long-term damage, and a disease that moves silently for years. What's being done about it? That's where the TaKEOff project comes in. The TaKEOff project, which stands for Tackling the Obstacles to Fight Filariasis, is based right here in Ghana. They are doing something great, mapping infections, treating communities, and tracking progress with real-time data. So I want to see it for myself, and I packed a bag with bug spray, notebooks, and a whole lot of questions. Hi Eva.
Hello.
So I have a million questions to ask you today, and I hope I'll get answers to them. What's the process for a basic screening like?
I could show you.
Okay. All right. So can you explain in simple terms what happens in the body of someone who has elephantiasis?
So assuming this is the lymphatic system.
Okay.
And you know, as the lymphatic system is supposed to take the fluid out. Fluid is supposed to flow through. It's like a pipe.
Okay.
So let's assume this is a pipe, or
okay.
these are these are the vessels, and these are the branches of the vessels, and the fluid is supposed to flow through it normally. So you could puncture. So you see, the fluid is supposed to flow. This
is what should happen.
This is what should happen. Let's say it's gathering the fluid, taking it into the blood system for the blood to get rid of the fluid. Just a way of ensuring that the fluid doesn't stay in the tissues. But in the case of elephantiasis, the lymph isn't able to correctly do its job.
Okay.
So what happens is there is a blockade. We can imagine this is the blockade. As shown before, this wasn't the blockade, so the lymph is just flowing nicely. But here it's blocked. And as it's blocked, so the fluid is not able to move. The fluid is just there. It's going back into the tissues and just expanding because the lymphatic system in the limbs is not able to do its work anymore.
So how do you know those who are eligible and those who are not?
We test them. We test them out to see those who have the infections and those who don't have the infection. It's like a pregnancy test, but this, we don't use urine, we use blood.
I want to take this test and try it out.
Before I take your samples, I would need to have your consent.
Okay.
This is what the study is about. The study is about finding the microbiome, the bacteria in the lymphedema patients that is causing ADLE attack.
Okay. For every person that needs to do a testing, they must sign this form.
Yes, you have to sign this form. So I have a few questions I would have to ask you. Do you understand the information being presented to you?
Yes.
Did you have enough time for your personal decision?
Yes. How painful is this test?
Oh, it's not painful. It's just tap.
From this test strip that we're about to use, you can tell the different levels.
Yes. When we test you, and then on the test band, the band is fainter than the control band. That means you have level 1. If it is equal to the test band, the control band, that means you have level 2. But if it is deeper than the control band, then you have level 3. That's like you're massively infected.
Why is my heart beating?
You have to be calm.
Like
you have to
needles.
be calm. It's not as painful as you think it is.
Okay.
It's very tiny. It's
The
very,
needle
very
is
small.
not tiny. The needle is big.
It's the tiniest needle you get. Come on, it's not painful. It's really, really
Okay, but let me use my right hand.
Then I'll have to clean your right hand again.
Yes, clean it.
I'll have to...
It's how you're smiling and talking about pricking.
It's not painful. It's because you're overthinking it. If you calm down, it wouldn't hurt, I promise.
Do it.
Ready?
Yes. Ow! That was painful.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
The blood isn't picking. We'd have
Can't
to go...
we put it directly on?
No, it has to flow. So it has to enter this for me to let it flow, but it's not picking. That means the blood is not enough.
I know what you say, no.
Even when I squeeze, you see, it stopped. Then who am I going to prick?
I don't know.
Who wants to volunteer?
Anybody.
Is it painful?
No.
It's painful.
It's not painful. They are used to it, so his blood is done.
Okay. So while we're waiting for the test results, what are the early signs of elephantiasis that you look out for?
Swelling in the limbs. You know, elephantiasis basically means swelling, the legs becoming bigger. So we look for swelling in the limbs that doesn't go away. We also ask them if they have any swelling, their lymph nodes, the ones at their neck, in their armpit area, in their groin area is swollen. We ask them if they have, they've had recurrent episodes of high-grade fever, to see if they are getting attacks. You know, the attacks also causes the legs to get bigger.
So is elephantiasis contagious between people, or is it only through mosquitoes?
The disease needs mosquitoes to spread. So you have to be bitten severally. It doesn't have to be a one-time thing.
I guess it's time to
Check the results.
check the results.
This is a negative result.
Okay.
You can see the control band is there.
Yeah.
But there is nothing for the test band, not even a faint line. That means the person does not have the active infection.
Now we have a bucket of water here. We have a small bowl. We have soap. What are we doing right now?
So now I'm going to wash her leg.
Okay.
How the leg is supposed to be washed, so that it would be clean and neat and free from bacterial infections and all that. Yes.
And how often should this be done?
Twice a day when you are done bathing.
Okay.
So after bathing, after you are done washing yourself, you still wash your leg.
Separately?
Yes, separately. Okay, that's fine. Then you wet the leg as I apply the soap into the towel.
From top to bottom?
Yes, from top to bottom, wherever the swelling is.
Okay.
And I am going to use the soap towel to gently wash the leg.
Okay.
We don't
Not
want
scrub,
to
right?
scrub the leg, and don't apply so much pressure because it's already paining them. It's already swelling. We don't want to cause them discomfort
okay.
or cause yourself discomfort. So you slowly wash it. We wash behind the leg.
Okay.
See where the folds are?
Yeah.
You want to clean in between the folds. So you clean in between the folds. You can now rinse it.
Okay.
You wash it with the water to rinse.
And then we dry the leg.
Yes, we dry the leg.
So from here, what happens next? Are we done?
Yeah, we are done with the washing.
We are not
we don't
applying
have the
any cream.
moisturizer.
Okay.
Her leg is clean and everything, so we could just moisturize and then she's done. So this is how the community gathering looks like. For when we want to get the participants, we call them into a common place where we can easily talk to them and explain what we want to do to them. If their infection is getting worse, we try to help them, find a way to make their life comfortable for them. We occasionally come around back to the communities to see how they are doing. Most of the time, after we are done with our study, we don't just completely abandon them. Also, we have morbidity clinics that they can walk to, and then if there's a case or there's an attack, it's being recorded and we are contacted. If we need to be here, we come to help them. We don't need to be here. Then the nurses or the doctors around can just take care of that.
And do you think it is possible for Ghana to be totally free of elephantiasis?
Yes, it is. If other countries have been able to do it, what makes us so different? We can do it. It's just we need to do what is right. There need to be more education. There need to be more awareness about the disease, and then the efforts. People need to put in efforts, especially when it comes to taking the MDA or any other prescribed medicine. Just do your best to take it and you would be fine.
And I know that this project is sponsored by Germany's BMBF. Why do you think projects like this are important?
With the BMBF's help, we have been able to build 2 morbidity clinics in this area.
Wow.
For the people who are afflicted by the disease, so they can go and get the help and care they need. Also, it furthers research. I mean, they are supporting collaboration, global collaboration, and BMBF's help. We are able to do better research. They're able to support us do better research and find better diagnostics so that we can easily get to the root of the situation and then just help them to be free.
If there was one thing you wish people knew a bit more about this disease, what would it be?
I wish they wouldn't think it's a spiritual attack or a supernatural attack. It's quite common. They feel like somebody has cursed them so that they would suffer such an affliction. I wish people wouldn't see it that way. I wish they would understand that it's just the mosquitoes that are doing that, and if they stick to their medication, they'll be fine. I wish people would stop stigmatizing those who have the infection, stop making them feel bad, allow them to be able to be in the communities, because there are reports of them being taken out of functions because of their state, and it's not fair.
So after everything I have seen and heard today, I think it's safe to say that I will never look at a mosquito the same way again. The biggest things I've learned today is that this disease is preventable, is treatable, but it only works if people get information and help early. If you ever thought elephantiasis was just about swollen feet, turns out there's a whole lot more to this story. Anyways, thanks for watching. This is Science Unlocked, and I will see you next time.